you understand the framework of how things manifest into life, then you understand nature, you understand life. And these are the Chamishim Sha'arei Bina that Moshe Rabbeinu was working on, and he only got 49. And through these Sha'arim, through the wisdom of these Sha'arim, which is understanding life, understanding the different functions of life and how they manifest, and the different types of life, and the different manifestations, like the animals and the trees and the elements. So through understanding that, Moshe Rabbeinu could give us the Torah the way that he gave it to us. So he's not talking about an imagined reality. He's not talking about something that's happening somewhere else and you have to serve that. Because if you do, Chaz v'sholem, that's a type of Avodah Zarah. When somebody imagines that he's serving another reality that's happening elsewhere, and he has to serve here so that that reality becomes better, that's Avodah Zarah. That's serving your imagination. And this is why people can go so far out with their beliefs and become evil. Evil. Like we've seen in history, people are claiming to serve God, they're claiming to serve the truth, and they turn into evil. How does it turn to evil? Because they're not serving God. They're saying the words, I'm serving God, but they're serving their own imagination. They're serving an imagined God. Reality is the only world God created. And this reality can be perceived from different angles, and these are the different realities. But it's not somewhere else. It's not somewhere else. It's worlds of potential that are manifesting, and then you perceive wherever your level is. But it's not happening elsewhere. If a person imagines it elsewhere, then everything becomes possible. All evil opens up, because now his imagination is in charge of God. That's something you do not want. Only the seichel, only what's true, only what's real is God. Everything else, we make that up with our own minds, and it becomes dangerous. So when people feel like, they know enough, they have to be kanoim, they have to show other people how to do it and all that, usually they're just serving their imagination. Their imagination is telling them that their understanding is so important that they're allowed to ride over other people for that. In reality doesn't give you that permission. Reality knows, when somebody's connected to reality, they know that people create reality. When you offend people, you're offending HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And the Mishnah says, Kol sheruach habriyas no yechamenu, ruach hamokim no yechamenu. You want to know if you're with the truth, you want to know if you're real? Look at the people, look how they respond to your behavior, to your speech, to your thoughts. If they're offended, it's not because they have it wrong. It's not because they have it wrong. If they're offended, it's not because they have it wrong they get offended. It's because the person that's doing it, the person that's shelling out his wisdom where it's not required, is not connected to the truth. And therefore, the people who are true are not attracted to his message. So the truth has a certain resonance within the person, that when he sees it, he recognizes it. So before, I think in this generation, how can we ever say that we understand enough, we know life enough to know that this or that or the other has no room? We don't know. We don't know. And that's the first reality that we have to become comfortable with. We don't know. So as long as we're nice, as long as we're dealing with reality in a comfortable way, so our not knowing is not going to turn against us. We can stay friends with not knowing. But as soon as we start arguing and we start taking positions that we don't need to, and we try to create things out of bricks and cement where there's really nothing, so then we lock ourselves into a reality that we don't necessarily know how to get out of. So the not knowing is your freedom. Until you know, you don't know. If you don't know, then everything you know can't be used against you. because it shouldn't be.